Hello and welcome to Mara Boost Made Simple. I'm going to be explaining the whole run, how I do it, and maybe it will help somebody learn it. So when your boosties are entering the dungeon, or when you finish, right around here you can reset the dungeon or a little bit before. You do that so all the pathing inside of the dungeon is perfect so you can do a maximum pull, 340 plus mobs. First, we need to get to the pull spot, so you just need to run here straight ahead and avoid all of the hydras and all of the mobs till the spot. You can use your blink to get there a little bit faster, but really you don't need to. You just need to be sure that you have all of the gems and all of the buffs before you enter the dungeon. You can go here straight ahead or around. On this rock is a reset spot. If you accidentally pull this last lizard, you can just reset it. You can blink through that lizard just to be sure you are not pulling it. We are going to start with these rock guys right here. So in this spot, you can stand, you can uh, rebuff your dampen magic, and just drink a little bit of water. You need to wait for these rocky guys to come back from their pathing after they reach the lizards and they come back here on the bridge. That's when you need to pull them. So you wanna cast your barrier before the pull, drink your mana uh, so you're full, and then you can pull them. You can pull them with the wand or you can pull them with the cone of cold. If you accidentally pull that big guy, don't worry, he gonna reset. Here you wanna slow them down a little bit, so you let them hit you or you kind of call them, so the next speck of the rocks come closer. Also you wanna come here a little bit closer so you can see them to render them, because then they will move a little bit faster. So now you just slow them, you wait for the second group to come as well. When you have both groups of these rock guys, you just use Frost Nova. If they resist, you Cold Snap and Frost Nova again. You run right here, you fall down, and you blink. Now here, don't move from this spot and use your stopwatch. You need to wait 26 seconds, 30 seconds before you start pulling the Hydra. Also, if you lose any of your HP, just bandage here at the ground. If you start moving around, there is a possibility for the rock guys up there to reset. So just wait here and then we will start. We are starting with this Hydra right here. Don't forget to use rank 1 Blizzard and then you just run. Watch out for this Rod Grip. If you pull him, you're gonna die and mess up the whole pull. Or you can go reset. So here I'm pulling the second Hydra and then we run. Also, you can skip the rock guys if you want to be a little bit faster and just start with these hydras. Depending where the next group of these rock guys are, that's where you're gonna stand. If they are here, you just use your iron grenade. Then you pull the first Hida with Frostbolt, and then I slow this Hydra down so all of the other Hydras come closer. You don't want this first group to be too spread out. It will help later so you can use your Evo to the fullest. So here you blink and here you jump on this part of the wall. So they sometimes they stop for a moment. That helps. Also, these snakes don't socially aggro, so you need to attack every group individually. On this part, you want to have your blink off the cooldown if these guys stun you, so you can blink away. Also, on this part of the rock, you can jump like this, and sometimes they stop attacking you. So we're gonna pull this guy with the stuff, and then blink away, and then we're gonna fire blast. Now you're gonna target this furthest away boar. And when you see your fire blast be off the cooldown, then you use counterspell. Now we're gonna pull this second group and we start running. So you pull this guy with Fire Blast and you try to pull him into this next group of the lizards. When he's closer, you jump Frost Nova. You go up here, you blink, you pull this guy with the staff. If you miss, just Fire Blast. Now we target this lizard, the furthest away one, and we turn. Again, when a Fire Blast is off the range, you use Counterspell. We pull the next boar and we blink away. Try pulling these guys as well. And now we continue moving, pulling the last group of the boars. Here you can blink away and you will have time to get your blink off the cooldown when you really need it. So now you use first Iron Grenade. You target the lizard. You wait for your counterspell to be in range. Counterspell, turn around and blink. Here you jump down and you start using your evocation. If you have time, you're gonna use your bandage as well. You could have also precast barrier before evocation, so you have it here. So rank 1 blizzard. You wait for it to finish, or before it's finished, you just start running. First group, cone of cold. Second group, jump, cross Nova, and blink away. Here we're gonna start with pulling this lizard. So you jump and you fire blast and jump through this flower. Here you pull this Hydra if it's closer. And in this Hydra cave, every time you run the same path. Sometimes you grab more of the Hydras, sometimes a bit less, but just do the same pathing and everything gonna be alright. Also, these Hydras socially aggro, so if any Hydra is between them, they gonna pull her. So this Hydra we can skip, she gonna get pulled with all of the other mobs. And here we are starting 180 pull, which you can start doing on level 52. First you attack this guy, you can Fire Blast or Arcane Explosion, but Fire Blast is more consistent. Here you target this furthest away boar, so you can pull her a bit later. Here you jump Arcane Explosion, and here as well. On this big rock you jump Arcane Explosion, and here you can blink. So you jump here, you counterspell, then Fire Blast, and then after we pull this next group, you're gonna use Iron Grenade. You can pull with the staff or with Arcane Explosion. When you throw grenade, you blink away. And here you just run. You will have time. On this part of the rock, you can jump like this, and sometimes the hydras will stop and give you a little bit more distance, which you want. Here you straighten out and you blink away. And now we can let the mana regenerate itself a little bit. So in this part of the wall, they can also bug up and go a little bit further away. It's perfect. Now here we're gonna use this shortcut. You can jump on it or just run. Here you need to have your blink of cooldown. If you don't have it, here at the end you stop and you cast Blizzard. When you enter a water, you jump and blink away. Because Hydras will not stop moving, but all of the other mobs will, and that can mess up your kill phase. You start using gems when you enter the Hydra cave or at 180 pull. Here, I'm still waiting for my mana to regen itself. So we're gonna cast a one into this group of slime. This is a two groups of slime, so you need to Frost Nova them. Now you're gonna target this guy. You're gonna use a Frostbolt, and he gonna pull this second lurker. Here you jump Cone of Cold. You need to avoid these sisters on the left. So we pull the right guy with the Fire Blast and this guy with Cone of Cold. You blink here, you try to hit these slimes. You Fire Blast that back. You go here in the middle and Frost Nova. Now you run up, prepare your Iron Grenade, throw it into this group of slimes, and Arcane Explosion. Go all the way to the wall and blink up. You're gonna target this sludge and Fire Blast him. You need to attack all the sludges so the slimes down there don't reset. Sometimes I stop here for a moment, so I jump and Frost Nova. I stop for a moment, so my Frost Nova goes off the cooldown. If it's on a big cooldown, you're just gonna use Arcane Explosion. You target the mid sludge and counterspell. So here I'm moving to the last group of sludges that you need to DPS. Sometimes I pull this group, sometimes I don't. I don't go out of my way. So you Fire Blast, you blink, you want these demons on the right, and here you jump Frost Nova, and then you jump down. Here we're gonna use Bandage till we are full HP, and we target this demon up. Here we're gonna move like right, left, just move like this. And sometimes you pull this group up, sometimes you don't. It's like 80% of the time. Okay, we pulled it. Rank 1 Blizzard. Gonna target this strength. And if they go through it, or when the Blizzard is done, you cast one tick of Blizzard, Fire Blast, Arcane Explosion, Counterspell, and blink away. Now here you Frost Nova. This group on the right, I'm pulling with the Cone of Cold because sometimes they socially aggro, sometimes they don't, so you want to be sure you have pulled them. You can pull this last strength with your stuff, just hit it, or Fire Blast to be sure. Blink away, and here use Frost Nova. And now this part of the pull, I use Cold Snap. I pull this first strength. I pull these guys with Arcane Explosion, and when I counterspell the last strength, I Frost Nova these three guys right here. Here you can blink, and you will have the next blink ready when you are above the tunnel, because if the mobs are underneath you, they can hit you and they can kill you. So here I'm gonna use Frostbolt on this first guy, and if you pull one more on the second guy, and just blink over the tunnel. You can also use Frostbolt here if you have time. So rank 1 Blizzard, and again rank 1 Blizzard. You target the demon, so when your Blizzard is done, you're gonna cast your Frostbolt. And then you use Frost Nova here. You don't need to use blizzards down there, but if you have time and mana, if you do it, then they just gonna group up a little bit easier. So you pull these guys, you jump down, you blink, you need to have barrier here. If these guys are going behind, they're gonna social aggro, so you don't need to pull them. And right here, it's important blizzard. So you cast the blizzard. When the blizzard is done, or if they are too close to you, you just jump down. you jump straight down. I was just avoiding this tree. Now we are going to pull that last group of demons that we skipped. So here, when your debuffs are finished, or if you don't have time, you just use ice block. So here we're gonna use bandage to get full HP. We're gonna prepare a rank 1 blizzard, and we're gonna wait for that whole group to come down. So now you start casting rank 1 blizzard, you prepare your iron grenade, and when the blizzard is over or as close to finish it is, you just throw the grenade. Here you're gonna pull this sprite. The first mob that you're gonna pull is the first mob that's gonna attack you, so you're gonna prefer it on sprite. You pull this second group of the demons as well, and you try to run as close to the wall as possible before blinking away. Unless the lizard is behind you, then you just blink away. Here we're gonna use buffs, so mage armor and dampen magic again. Here you wait for them to turn the corner before you jump down. Unless the hydras are the first enemy, then you just jump down. Here you can blink, or if you don't have enough mana, just run so more sprites hit you. You can blink until here, a little bit before. So as well, you want to use your nature protection potion, and you want to use your barrier right where that spiky wall was. And now we are getting to the kill phase. So here you want to blink over this tunnel so they don't hit you. Here you want to stand on this line right here, and you cast rank 1 blizzard or max rank depending on your mana. After your first blizzard is done, you move to this skull head and cast one more blizzard. When all of the mobs start moving up, you just jump on the pillar and cast the next blizzard right here. Now, important thing here is to kill half of these imps. They are giving you mana, but if they destroy your barrier and nature protection potion, you will not be able to cast any more blizzards and you're gonna die. And when you have killed most of them, then you can focus on killing all of the other mobs as well. So you just cast blizzard, you jump here. All right, all of them are done. Now I can just focus on the mobs. Now there are few mobs that can kind of mess up this kill phase. If hydras come too close, they have a big range. Lizards can silence you for 8 seconds. Lurkers can stun you, and demons can hamstring you, and then you will not be able to jump on the pillar. And these trends also, I think, slow you or something. So we're gonna jump down. We're gonna cast one blizzard here. Second blizzard, we're gonna cast down. Or you can just go up and down. Doesn't even matter. All right, this one trend was a bit problematic, so and I didn't want to risk. Just want to group them up professionally. Also, there is a part a little bit on the left where I'm casting a blizzard now, where the mobs bug up and they go left, right, left, right. And the Hydras have a big hitbox. So sometimes when you're on the pillar and jump a blizzard a little bit where I'm just casting on the left, they got a debuff and they don't move properly. So I just cancel the blizzard, start casting it a little bit more down. So they remove the debuff and start running down. And this is basically it. After you kill most of the imps, it becomes easy. This small rocky guys, so when the big rocks explode, they create these small guys that reset the aggro. So you don't want your boosties to help you with AoE or something, because then they can run to them. But they cannot stun you or anything, so they are not dangerous. And here we're gonna kill these imps last. And we did it. 340 mobs. 16 minutes from the from the start of the stopwatch. Okay, you want to see my talents and my gear. You're gonna be the gear you're gonna be surprised. So everything is auction house gear. This is I bought on auction house. It has 4 nature resistance, important. This I got in SM. This is eagle. This is of the eagle. I put like 5 resistance. Eagle, 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 intellect. This one, this is nothing. This is like with Ratti Ultra Quelli. Utter Strength, I paid this 15G when I started doing this run on level 52. It helped a bit. I have 2 rings with 14 nature resist. Enough. Minor speed on boots. Without it, you cannot do anything. You also want to use this for leveling, so you're gonna have it. Again, of the eagle, of the eagle, of the eagle, of the eagle. All of the gear is from auction house. You don't need anything better to do these runs. When you finish the runs, important thing is to use the gems here, to use the gems and to buff up and to drink before you go out of the dungeon and reset. You want to, as I said, you want to reset it at a specific point so the pathing is correct so you can have the maximum pull. Like usually you would have 340 and more. For me, this is like the simplest. Yeah, and talents. Talents are like what you need here is magic absorption. It's for the resistance, and that's how you get your mana back from the imps. And arcane concentration. Also, this one is good. This one is good. And a little bit of dampen magic. And for the frost, it's basically like typical frost. You don't need shatter. You are not using it. You don't need improved cone of cold. So you want to improve frostbolt for faster pulls. So it's 1 second cast. That's what you use for some of the pulls. You can use elemental precision. It's perfect. Ice shards, I just put this so I can go more into talent tree. This one is much better than shatter, but you can do this too in shatter. It's either way. Piercing eyes, cold snap, frost channeling. This is like a typical AoE frost mage. Just want ice barrier and then go to magic absorption and arcane concentration. For the consumables, you need nature protection potion, iron grenade, heavy rune cloth bandage, and I'm a little bit cheap, so I use superior healing potion and just mana potion. It's like 3 to 6 silver. And you can have a few greater mana potions just if you mess up with your mana. You can also use shadow protection potion, but I don't really use it. It's just a waste of money. It looks like a maze, but it's quite simple. Just go down. You go straight ahead for the scepter entrance right here, and your boosties need to go to the purple side. I'll speed this part up, probably. Alright, this is the purple entrance. Your boosties can stand right here. When you're in a kill phase, they can go to this spot right here. But basically here, it's enough, you get the experience right here. I'm gonna use a barrier. All right. So if this happens, if you fall down, you just ran through the tunnel. All right. So this first video is full of the mistakes. So I'm gonna use them to show up everything that can go wrong. So yeah, if you fall down, the big guys can stun you. The trends can also stun you, I think. The lizards can silence you, and the demons can hamstring you. And then if you're slowed as well, you will not be able to jump on the pillar. All right, let's go, let's try. Yeah, that Coven Lurker messed up. We still have it, no problem. And I missed my time. In 16 minutes, I would all be dead. You don't want these hydras to go too close to you because they will attack you down here. So you jump down, one blizzard here. Look, she's still getting to me. So that's the reason to never get them too close. You can jump a little bit down on this pillar here and then she will immediately go down. Man, this run was full of mistakes. So rank 1, all of the imps are dead, so I'll need to improvise. I'm gonna fish for my clear casting if I'm able. Perfect. This, and now maximum rank. Perfect. And now maximum rank. If you don't have enough mana, just fish. Just do rank 1. When you get clear casting, use max rank. Also, what I can do is I can use evocation, but I'm gonna wait for all of them to go here. So this is a reset point. You can go around it, it's much safer, but I go straight ahead. Sometimes this guy pulls, like now. So you go here and you reset. Perfect for my video. Just wanted to show something. You can blink through usually, or as I said, just go around it and you will never pull in. Okay, guys. Or you can just blink. Okay, it is what it is. Targets this strength, prepare rank 1 blizzard, do rank 1 blizzard. Alright, I'm dead. Or not. I forgot the Lurken can stun. I'm gonna die. Well, sometimes you have a plan and then you die. Okay, we died here. No, this is where I just Get back to life. We died here. And this one also we didn't die. But on this one we died. And you need to prepare yourself for dying. You will die many, many times before you do this perfectly, before you start doing it correctly. First, you'll be dying at the pull phase, and then when you perfect it, then you're gonna start dying on a kill phase. But if you are consistent, if you don't give up, you're gonna make it. And if you have liked what you have seen, if you learned anything, feel free to subscribe, like, comment, and see you in the next one.